DC Fandome was amazing, and that was just the first part. We still have part 2 coming in September, just really a few weeks away. But one of the things that people are a little confused about this whole DC Fandome event is the lack of HBO Max content, because we know we're getting all these great DC originals on HBO Max, like Green Lantern and Justice League Dark and Strange Adventures. But you'd think that they would, at least talk about them a little bit during this event. I mean, this is the event to talk about everything DC, so why wouldn't you include these? Well, now I think we know exactly why, because after that event in September, that is not the end of DC Fandome. Well, technically it is, but it's the beginning of a new fandom, and that will be HBO or HBO Max Fandome, because Warner Brothers has officially registered the brand name HBO Fandome and HBO Max Fandome. And I remember this is exactly what happened with DC Fandome. They registered that brand name, and then it was all leaked like almost a week before the official announcement of the event. So that must mean that they're also making a third event, maybe coming a month after this second part, maybe in October, that will be all about HBO Max, because, DC Fandome is already hectic enough. They already had to split it up into 2 events, so adding in a whole HBO Max section would make things even crazier. So I think it's a good idea making an HBO Max category separate. Plus, there's so many shows that you have to talk about, because since this isn't part of DC Fandome and it is just going to be called HBO Max Fandome, you have to think that it's not just going to be about the DC stuff. They're going to talk about all their other HBO Max originals as well. And this is just such a good strategy and game plan from Warner Brothers and AT&T. Like, you look at Marvel over there, they've been silent for months, but then DC's over here like, hey, you want to know some stuff? You want to see what's coming out soon? Here you go. And now we're getting some HBO Max stuff, and I'm really excited for this because, of course, there's all the announced shows that we're super excited for. Like I said, Green Lantern Corps and Justice League Dark, Strange Adventures, Superhero High. But then there's also actually a lot of rumored HBO Max series. There's a rumored Catwoman series that's a spin-off from the Batman. There's a rumored Blue Beetle HBO Max series. There's a rumored Lobo series. So, yeah, this is pretty crazy. Plus, they could even add in something talking about the Snyder Cut. I don't know if they'd, have a whole new panel, because we did just get the first official trailer. Maybe they could just throw in, maybe the official release date or something. Or they could honestly just replay the same exact panel that we got at DC Fandome, just to add in some more content there. So that's something they could add in as well. And yeah, also the Batman spinoff, Gotham PD. Matt Reeves did talk a little bit about that during the Batman panel at DC Fandome, but if it gets its very own panel, that would just be so awesome. So I really hope that this is what's happening here. I hope that we are getting an HBO Max Fandome. Like I said, it'd probably be coming in October, because we got DC Fandome Part 1 in August, and then we're getting DC Fandome Part 2 in September. So HBO Max Fandome is kind of like a third part, but it's also its separate thing. So it makes sense that it would also be the next month, so that you have a whole month in between each event. So this is a really crazy, interesting idea that I absolutely love, and I hope that this is true. But do just take this with a grain of salt for now, because there's no official word on this. But if things go exactly like they did with DC Fandome, then expect unofficial announcement about a week or 2 from now. So this is absolutely crazy. HBO Max Fandome is possibly in development, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait to find out more about every single one of these new shows that we're getting on HBO Max. Not just the DC stuff, but also the other stuff as well. So anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below all your thoughts on this. What do you want to see from HBO Max Fandome? What DC originals on HBO Max are you looking forward to the most? So let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.